That is the sweetest sound to me on a Sunday morning. That sound goes off at 6 a.m. without fail. It doesn't matter if I got just 8 hours of sleep the night before or just 2. That alarm is always set off to go off at 6 a.m. Outside of the grace of God, that alarm is the only reason why I wake up on Sunday mornings. For nearly 2 years, I woke up at 6 a.m. every Sunday morning to pick up a U-Haul truck and then meet up with the greatest group of guys to unload a storage unit full of all the equipment that we use on a Sunday morning. After loading the U-Haul truck, we drove it to the school, unloaded it, and set it all up, only to break it down 2 hours later and then return it all back to storage. Didn't matter if it was snowing, raining, freezing, even if we were in the middle of a heat wave. It didn't matter if U-Haul didn't have a truck for us. A few times we end up rolling all of our equipment 10 blocks in the heat to the school and back. Whenever I recount those mornings, I always get a sense of joy. To do all of that every Sunday was very challenging. However, as challenging as those days were, it never really felt like work because I was doing it for my church. I love my church. All the guys who woke up early and stayed late love our church too. And we have a great team who still wake up early and stay late to make sure we have everything we need on Sundays. As I reflect on Zion's 2-year anniversary, I've had the pleasure to see a lot of great people grow to love this church. We started out in Justin's living room with 7 folks who agreed that God wanted to do something truly special in Bay Ridge, and we wanted to be a part of that. Every week for the last 2 years, we've witnessed more and more people grab hold of that vision. The number of people who serve in different teams has grown tremendously. There are more people being discipled and getting plugged into the family. More and more people have given up their time and resources because they love our church. More and more people are being blessed because the love here is real. We cannot take any credit for this. This has truly been God's plan. As I continue to reflect, here are some things that truly baffle me. We're growing in numbers. Every week I look up from the stage and I see more and more people in the room worshiping Jesus. I always get chills every time I see it because I feel like it's a tiny taste of eternity. All peoples, all nations, praising one God. New Yorkers have opened their homes for dinner parties and game nights. That's not a normal thing, but it is for us. In a culture that celebrates isolation, Zion folks are always ready to spend time together, except for that one time when I wanted to play pool with everyone and you guys just ignored me. But I'm okay. I love you guys. I've forgiven you all. God has made us a very generous people. The way we care for each other is amazing. If there's ever a need among us, the family is always quick to help any way they can. We had our first baptism service and saw many people get baptized, much to Levi's chagrin. Just kidding, he just wanted to be baptized too. I feel you, little bro. We had our first church retreat where we experienced even deeper community and met God in a profound way. We were not content to just receive what God had for us there, but everyone that came back was ready to share what God did. There's a real sense of God's presence whenever and wherever we meet. Zion, on your 2-year birthday, I pray that we grow deeper in love with Jesus. I pray that our love for each other would grow. I pray that we would have the desire to see each other grow in the Lord and not be afraid to call each other out on our sin. I pray that God's glory would be the motivation behind everything we do. I pray His Spirit would be the power we rely on to do all things. May our hearts long to see our loved ones, neighbors, co-workers, and our city come to know and cherish Jesus above all things. May we be a people that never compromises the truth of the gospel. May we be a light in the darkness, a city on a hill. Happy birthday, Zion.
we could be a city known for so much more.